Hello everyone, welcome to Activescation. In this video, my main goal is to show you how I use AI locally. I've put together Docker so that I can use Firecrawl and OpenWebUI. So for those who don't know, OpenWebUI is just an interface like this, where it's ChatGPT-like, so you can use your own local LLM and then answer question. The main issue I had with that, and the problem is like their training data is really bad, or at least old. So I wanted to give it internet access so that it could fetch more recent data, so it can really provide accurate information when designing it. The main solution I found was Firecrawl. I've thought about Crawl for AI before. Firecrawl, you can pay for it if you want. I honestly don't, but they're really good. So if you want to automate something, I would pay for it, like in a not self-hosted environment. And I also use SearchXNG. What is it? Like, oh yeah, well, it's building, so it's going to take a while. It's basically a way to abstract Google search so that they cannot track like your information and stuff like that. So every data that you have around this will stay locally. So that's one of the main reason I like it. But also one thing that's really nice is like it goes from your IP address, meaning like it's not going from ChatGPT, OpenAI, or a cloud IP address. So when Cloudflare push the crawl, the pay for crawl, you will still be able to access them. And even if a website like block the user agent of OpenAI and stuff like that, you should still be able to crawl it with that method. So yeah, I wanted to have a way to fully control the data, and I have a way to give my agent internet access, because like it's so important, and it's so much better that they can fetch and use the latest information to make the decision. So now it's set up. It might take a while for to boot. You can use Docker PS to check, but yeah, the OpenWebUI is still starting, which means I can show you now the X and XNG. So I mean, you can search for anything, but it's pretty much just a search engine. It's a proxy for a search engine. So is it up now? It's up. Get started. Obviously, I don't use anything real here. So you can use pretty much any password you want. This is, in my case, it's a dev environment, so I don't care. I'm gonna trash it after this video. So now the model, we need to set it up. In my case, the environment is different from localhost, so I stayed in localhost at that time. So connection, here it's already set up for localhost, but in my case it's not, so I'm gonna change it. You can change it inside the web UI or in the environment variable in the Docker container. So if I save it and I do a new chat, I would have access to all my models. Okay, so now the web search won't work because I haven't set it up. So if you know a way to set it up programmatically, feel free to let me know. I'll update the container. So here I want to use SearchXNG. I'm gonna input the URL, and after I'm gonna change that to Firecrawl. So if you wanted to use the official one, that's where you would put it with the API key. In our case, we don't have an API key since we host it locally. So really, we don't care. We can put anything in the Firecrawl API key. So I'm gonna read my own README because I don't remember by heart. So that would be the URL. It's an internal Docker URL, so it would need to, that's why it works that way. So SearchXNG. After that, we input the Firecrawl URL. All right. Okay, so now my settings are saved. I'm gonna check if they still work. So web search, Firecrawl, search in XNG. All right. So here I'll just do a web search and like, what are the latest news today? Just to ask something to the LLM that it doesn't have an answer to. So it's going to search the web, use the search in XNG. So here it did like the 3 search below. Latest news today, current event update, breaking news. So yeah, honestly, I don't really care that much about GNU, but nah, probably shouldn't have that. Okay, but yeah, you can see that it's really fetching the internet for the most accurate information. So this is useful if you want to do debugging, if you wanted to check for documentation, if you want to automate an AI agent, like honestly to fetch a code on GitHub. Giving it internet access is really primordial. So I wanted to show you how to do that. If you want to learn more, I honestly want to hear from you what are your needs in the self-hosted AI. Any question you have AI related, I'm learning it a lot, so I'll learn and teach you what I know. Can't teach you what I don't know, but I can learn. So yeah, if you want to get in touch with me, you can let a comment below. Join the Skool community if you want to have more hands-on stuff, get access to a bunch of other people who want to learn cybersecurity and AI. So that's it for this video. So if you have any question, the code will be on GitHub, and if you have any question, you know how to reach me. Stay safe. Bye.